I'm there for it because it's Winona Ryder, and she's very awkward in the beginning, but in the end she's super bitch, and I love it.
See, I missed the super bitch bit because I didn't stick it out. I wish I'd
She's total super bitch in the end.
Now, when we say the cow, it isn't instantly something that's going to grab you, maybe? I thought, when you said you were going to review this, I thought it was something completely different. I thought it was a documentary about a cow, where the cameraman followed the cow around. But no, it's not. And I didn't actually remember that I'd seen part of this film, but you've seen all of it.
Yes, so The Cow, starring Winona Ryder and Dermot Mulroney, is not about a cow that you follow along. It's kind of a science fiction film, and I will read the synopsis.
I love how you read these, Raj.
Slightly drunk. Upon arriving at a remote cabin in the Redwoods, Kath and her boyfriend find a mysterious younger couple already there. The rental property apparently has been double booked. With nowhere else to go, they decide to share the cabin with these strangers until the next morning. Red flag. When her boyfriend disappears with the young woman, Kath becomes obsessed with finding an explanation for their sudden breakup. But the truth is far stranger than she could have ever imagined.
Very intriguing, or is it? We are Boys on Film, by the way. This is Raj, I'm Phil.
Hello.
Now, I've seen half of this because there was, I think it was a Wi-Fi problem or something.
Yeah, which happens when streaming film festivals.
Yeah,
there's always tech issues.
Buffering issues.
Yeah. Or the film just dies and starts over. Or
Yeah. But to be honest, I didn't get back into it because it didn't really grab me, but you might.
I managed to watch the whole movie, and for me, the selling point is Winona Ryder.
Oh, always. Yeah.
I love Winona Ryder.
Yeah. Do you think she got a decent part, though?
I'm kind of curious to see why she even took this.
I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, there is a bit of Stranger Things, element to it, which maybe she was typecast a bit because the characters are very similar. But you're a Jamie Lee Curtis super fan with Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm a Winona Ryder super fan from Heathers, so of course I was going to watch this movie. Of course.
I love how you say super Fran.
Super fan. Super fan.
Is that a few?
But yeah, it's an interesting kind of creepy little film. More of a mystery than I would say an actual horror. It's got a science fiction sort of element to it. But yeah, it's Winona Ryder being, Winona Ryder, what she does best. She's kind of awkward. She's kind of powerfully awkward.
She does those expressions with her eyes. Her
Yeah.
eyes are like wide-eyed.
She does a lot of eye acting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love her so much. And, I like Dermot Mulroney. Yeah, it's kind of a mystery. It's kind of science fiction. It's a little out there in terms of, the premise that you actually don't find out until the end. I could watch Winona Ryder in anything, to be honest.
See, that's a very good point. Winona Ryder, whenever I know that she's in something, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Stranger Things, I gave up on after a while. It wasn't necessarily her fault, but when she's in something, I'll be there to start with. Mm-hmm. And it's the same with The Cow. I was there to start with because she drew me in because I knew that she was in it, but it wasn't enough for me. It dragged. I lost interest. It meandered. It was one of those films that tried to give all these clues, and after a while I was just like, are you not going to explain any of it?
I don't think there's going to be a lot of people interested in this film. This film will probably be a film that will kind of be
frustrating
for some. I'm there for it because it's Winona Ryder, and she's very awkward in the beginning, but in the end she's super bitch, and I love it.
See, I missed the super bitch bit because I didn't stick it out. I wish I'd
total super bitch in the end. And I love it. I mean, the whole premise is just a bit outlandish anyways, but and then it's like an onion that slowly peels its way through the film, and that
onion was making me cry there.
Yeah, and for me it was like, I just, I gotta have the fried onions. For me it was good. She was super bitch in the end, and it was worth me finishing the film. Now, having said that, will you probably see this film in your streaming services? I don't know.
It's a little bit overlooked, isn't it?
Yeah, I have no idea what the Rotten Tomatoes score for this will be. I don't think it's going to be great. I think it's gonna get, critics are not gonna like it.
Yeah.
I think the people that will really like it are people like me, who are the Winona Ryder diehards. Even when her crazy shoplifting phase, I still love her.
The eye acting.
Yeah. Super bitch. But Winona, I love you. I'll watch anything that you're in. I don't care if it's good or bad. I'm that much of a fan.
This sadly was not enough, and it left me frustrated, even with the eye acting.
What would have made it more exciting if I was actually there and Winona was there? I would have died. I would have died like that time I met Christian Slater in the Starbucks. I almost died.
You would have thrown your GNC. that would have been all over the place.
So this film's probably a 2-3 at a stretch.
Yeah.
For me, maybe it'll be a viral hit. Who knows? It's kind of a roll of the dice with this one. Phil couldn't finish it. I quite liked it, even though I know it's bad.
Can I give a star rating even though I didn't get through it? It's unfair, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, I'll give a star rating for what you saw.
It's a 2 so far. Obviously, if I'd finished it and seen the Super Bitch, I might have given it a 5, but just for Super Bitch alone.
Yeah. Anyways, if you're curious, check it out. But if you're not going to miss anything.
So it's called The Cow. Not Cow, not to be confused with a documentary about a cow. This is The Cow.
Probably more exciting than a documentary about a cow.
Oh, I don't know. It's meant to be very good.